And we're happy to have her back. She's starring in the highly anticipated summer film, The X-Files, I Want to Believe, which opens nationwide this Friday. Please welcome Gillian Anderson. Nice to see you again.
I wish I could see you.
I would ask what you've been up to, but it's pretty obvious. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, there you go.
What are you talking about?
Well, oh, you've been drinking. That's what it is.
Lots of water.
Well, God, you know, it's been a long time since you've been here.
I know, it's been...
And this is baby number...
I don't even want to say how long it's...
3?
Yeah,
oh,
3.
That's wonderful.
13-year-old, 20-month-old, and a negative 6-month-year-old.
Wow, okay. Now
I'm busy.
You're living in London now, right?
Yeah.
Now why London? I know you, were you born there? Did you grow up there?
No. I was born in Chicago, and
Yeah.
one person, but grew up in London from 2 to 11, something like that.
All right.
I just love the city. I love the culture. I love not spending 90% of my time inside a car like you do in Los Angeles.
Right. See, I'm the opposite.
Very
I love
good.
spending 90% of my time.
Do you? No, I guess you do. Don't
So I'm
you?
like, oh, I'm not in a car. This sucks.
Which one? This one or number 278?
Now, do you slip back into the accent, rather? Like Madonna was at 10 minutes. Hello. I mean, do you find
it's
yourself...
actually really embarrassing because I grew up there and it was kind of the first language that I spoke. It's second nature. My partner's British, and I immediately fall into the British accent, and then my manager will call on the phone and start talking to me, and I'll switch over to American, and it's kind of embarrassing. I try when I notice it to change it, and then I just sound schizophrenic.
Like when you're there,
so
do you go to the bathroom or the loo?
I go to the loo.
You say the loo?
Yeah, I do.
The loo?
I do. I go to the loo.
Okay.
What do you go to?
I just go around the building behind the As a guy, it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't. Wish I could do that.
Now, what does your partner do? What does he do over there? Is he in show business?
No, he's not. Are you asking me for a specific? I know what you're going to get to. No, he manages other people's private car parks. He does a bit of property and...
Now, car parks, we would call those parking garages, right?
Yeah, parking garages.
And do they have loos in them?
His do, yes, they do.
Oh, wow,
yes,
that's nice. You can park your car and take a leak. That's great.
Yeah.
Now, is he a car guy because he does that? I mention that because my favorite car show is done in London. Do you ever see Top Gear? Have you ever seen that show? Okay.
I do. I love that show. I don't watch
really
any... No, I absolutely do. I don't watch any television at all.
Yeah.
But you guys don't believe it. There are these guys, these very kind of egocentric guys who do that show, and they do things like they race Bugattis against a fighter jet or something. So Bugatti will go like as fast as it can go for a mile in that direction, and the jet will go a mile in that direction, and they turn around and they see who gets to the...
Exactly.
Did you see that one?
I did see that one. Anything that looked up the... Well, I know. That's what I love that show.
Okay, I do too.
It's on every Monday on the BBC
really,
here. Yeah.
It's very... They actually... I got invited to do it, and I had to say no because I was pregnant, but I really, because the stars get to race against each other, and you've got like Helen Mirren racing against, Judi Dench racing against.
That's right.
No, not like literally. They're not.
Actually,
But it is. No, it sounds awful. I didn't mean that at all. Oh my God, that's horrible. It's my 2 favorite actresses. No, but they do it at different times. Like when you go, you race around the track, and oh my God.
Now, is London as celebrity centric as LA? It seems like they're paparazzi. Are you getting the vapors? Is that what it is?
I feel
can do this.
awful.
I can do this.
Can you get that out? Can you splice that little bit out for me? Okay, what are you asking?
I'm asking I understand the paparazzi is worse over there. Are they worse than they are
They
here?
can be worse, but they don't do the video thing like they do here. I mean, I've had people in Los Angeles rear-end me so that they can videotape my reaction. Oh. That doesn't happen in London.
That's not how this happened. No, I'm teasing. Stranger things.
You may not know this, but it's a different hole, Jay.
Really?
I'm sorry. I think it's time I left.
Whatever you're into. Now, let me ask you. London is lovely this time of year.
Yes, it is.
Now, do you run into sort of other celebrities? Like, do you see, like down the street from me, you know, David Beckham and Posh?
Oh gosh, that's right. They live here. No, they're like second to God over in the UK. Yeah. I did actually. Oh gosh, I'm really good at faux pas. That's one of my specialties.
Well, you're doing great tonight. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I think the last time I was on, I actually told a show about. I told a story about excrement, but I won't get into that.
No.
But anyway, the point is, yes, I did run into. I was asked to. You know, there was a Princess Diana concert, which was this really big deal over there, and lots of celebrities. It was a charity event, and the princes were there, and I got asked to present Tom Jones, which was a huge honor. And as I'm backstage getting ready to go on, all of a sudden there's all this hullabaloo and paparazzi and cameras, and this huge kind of entourage sweeps in, and there's David Beckham. And somebody slows down, and he reaches over and he shakes my hand, and he's really, really sweet and very, very handsome, and that's beside the point. And then behind him comes Victoria Beckham, comes Posh, and just as she's passing, I think, oh my God. And I reach out and I lay her collar down because it's sticking up in the back. And I think, I'll take care of that. I'll do her a favor. I'll lay her collar down. You know, I've since learned that she doesn't leave the house without her collar, you know, glued with a piece of gum back there. And she turns around and looks at me like I've slapped her ass or something, like I've just done the worst thing possible. And then I immediately realized what I'd done, and I kept seeing, and I felt so bad. And I kept seeing her off in the corner of the room, trying to like get it back up again. It would fall flat on her thing. It was horrible. That's my good idea. You know, every time I've ever ended up in like the worst dress, it's because of my good idea of what I wanted to wear. So
look, we'll take a break. More with Gillian right after this.